Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to build an augmented reality application from scratch using the VIRO React library. It is a third-party library of the React framework, and it's basically written in JavaScript, and it is a very easy to use library for creating virtual reality applications. Today we are going to focus on macOS and iOS development. In one of the other videos I'll try to cover Android development as well of this application. So initially we start by searching for this VIRO React library on Google. So we can easily get the link VIRO React community version. We can see both type of links have popped up. GitHub. Now over here we can see there are two different type of installations for this type of library. You can either integrate it into an existing project, or you can consider this as the base project and then extend the functionality as and when required. So a lot of the things that we will go through will be gathered from Google, and it is a very good learning tool, and you can just Google for anything. Now there is this starter kit that has been provided to us in the case that we want to start the project with the VIRO React as your base project. Now they have also mentioned the errors that might pop up. So initially we copy this GitHub link, we go to our IDE. Any type of IDE can be used. I am using VS Code because it is simply the best integrated development environment out there, and it serves all your needs for free. Obviously, I must mention that. So I'm going to open this, and over here I will just I'm not supposed to paste the link, just I have to put git clone. So obviously you can just remove this and just do git clone, and then you can clone the project into your working directory. Now as you can see, all the folders have been copied properly. Just to go through a little bit of the code that was imported, this is the main app.js. As you can see, this is basic React code. This is using a state hook, and they have created the functions and variables as and when required. This will just load a basic initializing AR, some basic templates that would be loaded as we start the application. Now this folder is important, iOS folder. Now you can see that over here we have the Xcode project folder and the Xcode workspace folder. Now one of the folders will help us load the project settings and this file into Xcode working environment. Now this is the Xcode that has been installed on my system. If you want to see how to install this system, please follow this link above on the screen, and there you can see how to install Xcode and configure Xcode for iOS development. Now over here I'll open existing project, I'll go to desktop, I'll go to my folder, I'll go to starter kit, and I'll go to this iOS folder. As you can see, there are two different type of files, Xcode project file and XC workspace file. Now this is very important because this distinction confuses a lot of people, and a lot of people get tripped over here. They run into errors, and it's just selecting the wrong project. Basically, you don't have to select this one, you have to select this myviroapp.xc workspace file. Please be careful. Now once you open this, this will be loaded. Now as you can see, the pods is marked in red because it cannot find the pods file. So we need to install pods in this. Basically it's just like installing your node dependencies. Basically when you run npm install, there is a node modules folder that is automatically created and installed. Similarly, the pods file will also automatically be created and installed. So npm install, pod install, these are the the instructions that will help us to install that and do our development. So as you can see, cd starter kit. Now over here I'll run npm install. Now you'll see an error will come up just right about now. Now as you can see that this error is indicating that we have found ESLint of version 7.3.7.32.0, but we need ESLint more than or equal to version 8. So as you can see that this library is a little bit outdated. Last commits were 2 years ago. Imagine, like, any of the updated libraries have commits on a daily basis. So as you can see, the main library is also last commit was 7 months ago. So this is a little bit outdated library, and it is using older React versions and React Native versions. Now because it will serve our purpose, and we can run this on a standalone container where the version environment would not matter. So we don't update these versions. Instead, we update the version of the dependency that is, causing the error, that is ESLint in this case. So we will just install ESLint version 8 and save it as a dependency. Now you can see that ESLint is being installed. It might take some time, so have some patience. Now you can see that it has started. So as you can see that the installation has completed, and we have successfully updated the version of ESLint. You can see the package .json file has been modified. If you want to see how it has been modified, you can see that ESLint version has been updated to 8. Now if we run npm install, the node modules folder would be installed properly, and all the development dependencies have been installed properly. Now we need to run the third command. So we need to run npx pod install. So we copy this command and we paste it, npx pod install. As you can see, it is fetching all the pod and it is starting the installation of all the pods automatically. So the pods have been installed. Now if we go to Xcode, we can see that there is no error. All the dependencies that were required by this application have already automatically been installed. Now there'll be a number of trial and errors that I'll do and get this application to work. So let's hit it and try to build the application. So we can see there is error. So no account team for KMF, this is my username. So over here, if you go to this folder option and click on my VIRO app, you'll see this application that you have loaded from the workspace file. Now you were in general, we are going in signing in capabilities. Over here it says unknown name. So for this you need to create your Apple developer account. It's very easy to create and free of cost. So you can go over here, Apple developer sign up, and you have to just enroll in this account, and then you have to create your Apple account. Following which you can automatically use the sign in option over here, and then you will get your team name displaying over here. So you have to select this. Now this is very important part. Again, if I select this, it will say some error because failing register bundle identifier. Now bundle identifier is just a unique type of name that your application will get. Under that name, it will be installed on the physical iOS device that has been connected to the phone, as I told you, to the laptop. As I told you at the starting of the video, that because this is an augmented reality application, we require a physical device, and as this physical device has been connected already to the Mac OS, using this name, the app will be installed on the phone. So this needs to be unique. We can put it anything we want, my app, and if I hit try again, you can see it has taken this name. Now we'll build again. So you can see it is building. Now again, some different type of error has popped up. This can be seen as progress. When your errors change, when your errors become more verbose and different, basically. So the error was, as you can see, the error was we missed it, use of bitwise single pipe operator. So it was using single pipe operator. We just wanted to use double pipe operator. Sometimes the errors can be simple and it is pointing you towards the location. You can use resources to check what the error is, just rectify them and just move ahead. Okay, this is the problem with outdated libraries. Obviously this bug should be resolved in the updates that are going to come for this library in the future, but right now there are no updates. So this is the most updated version that you can use, and this is the error that you will resolve it. You'll have your augmented reality application at the end. So it is building, and once it is built, so build failed, can't find node binary to build the React Native modules. So it needs node binaries to build the React Native modules. So node binaries not found Mac. So what we can do is, instead of typing this entire thing, we can just copy and we can just paste it also. Then also Google will give you a proper answer. As you can see that over here it is saying that which node, and this is the photo of the Xcode file. Over there we need to go into build phases, in build phases, we will find bundle React Native code and images. Over there, we need to provide the export node binary. So it is trying to find where is the node binaries file which it can use to install and build those files in the JavaScript project that we are trying to build. So in Xcode app, we'll go over here, my VIRO app, build phases, build bundle React Native, and over here you can see that this has not been set to the installation folder for the node binaries on the localhost machine. So using this command, you can get this, and we need to copy this, and then we need to paste it over here. Now don't be careful. Some people remove this and try to replace it with the above thing. We don't have to replace it. We have to keep this as it is. This is the initialization shell script that needs to run and create the bundle so that you can connect to the Metro bundler. We will just see what is the Metro bundler, which will be loaded up next. Now it will be able to build, I think. So it is building. Till the time we'll set up our QuickTime player so that we can see what is happening on our phone also. So we'll set up the QuickTime player. So iPhone. So as you can see, the app has been loaded on the iPhone screen. So I've connected my iPhone screen using QuickTime player and this simple cable that is provided with every iPhone. So it is building the app, and you can see the Metro bundler has also started. So it is going to get a little bit complex because you are managing different type of terminals. So you'll have to stop and start the application just so that you're not confused. So let's start again, and we'll start by deleting all the apps that we already have so that we are not confused so as to which app we are developing. So you can change the name also and everything you want. So this is my iPhone screen, normal iPhone screen that you have, and this has been set up using QuickTime player. This is Xcode. The backend terminal is turned on using Metro bundler. So these are the 3-4 type of windows that are in context right now. So please remember those. And we have set this. So we build it again. As you can see, the Metro bundler has launched automatically, and the building is still going on. It's still building the app. Now attaching, installing. As you can see, it is installing my VIRO app to the iPhone. It has opened the app. So you can see that, okay, allow. So you can see that the app was loaded, but it ran into some error. Now undefined object. So one good thing is that your app is actually loaded. Now errors. So we go into our app.js file, and over here you can see that the tracking normal constant is being used. So please remember, your app.js file is your entry point. This is where the code that has been displayed to your screen is present in any template type of application. So how do I know how to come directly to this point and check? Because app.js by default is the entry point, and you will always need to come to app.js or index.js to check which component of the React has been loaded. Over here you can see that it is importing the app component from the app from the root directory, and simply it is rendering that application component. And in this application component, the application code is present. Over here you can see that before initialization, this onInitialize function is been called with a state and a reason, and then these constants are used. So we don't need to use these constants for now. If we just try to comment them out and then rebuild our application, let's see what happens. So we do this, we clean the build folder first, and now we try to rebuild the application. As you can see, So it will try to rebuild the same application and on my iOS device. The build has succeeded and it is installing this app. So attaching it is opening the app, and so you can see the terminal ran, building the app, bundling the app, nice, downloading and initializing AR screen. So now you can see that we have our app up and running and it is working. Now we can also change the text dynamically. So if we just share the screen and we change this to hello world, as you can see, app.js is your main entry point, and this will control the content that is being displayed on the main screen. If you want, you can change it to more, and because my VS Code has been configured to autosave, so I don't need to press save again and again. So this is your application up and running. Now we will develop this application further in the following videos. Thank you so much, my friends.